Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, Urban American Passport, CAP Digital, and it is of course brought to you by me, Gittens Roberts of GGR Marketing and PR. And this episode, we want to tell you about an event that we did in June. Not us, we were the event planners, GGR Marketing. We did the Getting in Good Trouble Awards Luncheon and Stanley Muller Awards Luncheon. All one big name, but it was an event for the Orlando Sigmas and celebrating the people in this community who do amazing things. Very, very well needed event. But because we were doing that event, we were able to actually see John Lewis exhibition. It was curated by Miss Yvonne Hill, and we wanted to just dedicate a little bit of time to share that exhibit with you. Let me pull it up. And let me tell you guys a little bit about John Lewis. You guys may know of him as a congressman, and you may have heard, oh yes, John Lewis was a civil rights activist and fought for the Voting Rights Act. But many of us don't understand what that means. He was also a freedom rider. Many of us don't understand what that means. We've heard about the March on Selma, but do we really get what it meant? March on Selma, right there on that bridge. For me as an immigrant, I can tell you guys, I've chosen to live in the South, and I can choose to live in the South because people like John Lewis changed things in the South. Up to 1965, which is really when that Voting Rights Act went into play in a major way after John Lewis and those folks marched on Selma. Before that, there were poll taxes that really made it so hard for African Americans to vote. If you missed a poll tax in one voting season, it was cumulative. You still had to pay that outstanding one, even if you didn't vote that year. So that was something that prevented folks from easily voting. Another was, you had to do a literacy test. And so imagine for non-English speakers, you can't pass the test, you can't vote. And I'll tell you, African Americans in the South were given harder literacy tests than their white counterparts. And so that's something that changed the voting rights for not just African Americans, but for immigrants, for anyone who does not have the full education level that they may need. So these are barriers to voting that were tumbled down because of the actions of folks like John Lewis and the other folks who helped. Now, something that a lot of people don't know is that, the grandfather clause, one of the grandfather clauses that showcases that inequity is that if your ancestor voted before 1867, then literally that person was able to waive the poll tax. So that's just a lot of the things that we have to be grateful for men like John Lewis for. And so we give him that credit, and we thank Yvonne Hill for pulling up this exhibit and sharing it with us across the community. And so we encourage you to find her, find out more about John Lewis, and get in good trouble, and especially go out and vote. Thank you. Make sure you follow and like and subscribe to our YouTube page, UCAP and Urban American Passport.